always having this extensive, deep, deep, deep pleasure for me to describe to you a concept in 5 minutes to give you the explanation that you need. Today, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this that's burning. I want to talk about carbon capture. What do you know about carbon capture? Because actually, it's been in the news quite a few times. In fact, I tell you one thing. When I started my career into renewables, I remember I used to work for a company, and my line manager at the time, she was very interested in carbon capture. Everything I was talking about renewables, she was always saying carbon capture, carbon capture. And I didn't know what it was, right? So that's just for you. So you may be in the same similar situation as me. You've heard about it, but what does that mean exactly? So let me tell you. So as we are becoming increasingly aware of the impact of carbon emissions on the environment, so we are searching for solutions to reduce carbon emission, and it's becoming urgent, right? So one promising solution is carbon capture and storage, which is called also CCS. You may have heard about it. It's a technology that captures the carbon dioxide from the industrial and power generation processes before they are released into the atmosphere. Yeah. So how does it work? So the CCS facility will capture the carbon dioxide from the exhaust gases of industrial processes, just like you've seen in the picture or power plant. Yeah. So the carbon captured dioxide is then compressed and transported and stored in underground geological formation, such as depleted oil and gas reservoir or saline aquifer. Yeah. And by capturing and storing this carbon dioxide, so CCS can significantly reduce the amount that is released into the atmosphere. And that's the whole point. And it can help them mitigate the effect of climate change. So CCS can be used in conjunction with renewables energy like wind and power to create a more sustainable and low carbon energy system. However, CCS is still a relatively new technology, I must say, so that you're not confused, right? And there are many challenges around that need to be overcome before it becomes cost effective and also scalable. But with the continued research and development, CCS has the potential to be a power tool in the fight against climate change and to help achieve a more sustainable future and should not be ignored. So the technology per se, however, has been quite controversial, I must admit as well, right? So there's some aspect of it is quite controversial. So you probably want to know what is that controversial. So the first one is the cost, right? It can be very expensive because, like I say, it's not a mature technology just yet. So it's quite expensive to implement, to maintain. On top of that, you have some critics that actually arguing, and to some reason, that CCS provide a false sense of security because it would allow the continued use of fossil fuel, whereby one of the things that we know is significant reduction of the use of fossil fuel. But people know that all they have to do is produce and deflect it, something going to capture that. It's not going to encourage them, isn't it? Right? To go forward and reduce the amount of fossil fuel they're using. Yeah. So, and also reduce or prevent them from promoting the use of renewables energy. So, there's also been concern about the safety and the long-term effectiveness of storing large amount of CO2 on the ground because we've never done it before, and because we've never done it, so there's some challenges that we see around that. Yeah. So, and like I said, those are just fair point. But beside all those controversies, CCS is still a technology that is perceived as necessary to reduce the amount of CO2 and therefore mitigate climate change. Because it's fair to say that, until we have something we know definite is effective, we can't stop but looking at all of that. Yeah. So that is what I wanted to share with you regarding CCS because I know that's a technology you would have heard of or you will be hearing about. And by just having this short 5 minute, show video, so it gives you a better understanding. Is that okay? Excellent. I just want to now release you, take you back into your everyday, to your usual agenda, and I'm hoping that now everything is clear about CCS. Don't forget, if you like this video, you want to comment, you want to like, and you want to share, right? I see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.